Tell say à la kino de Roulia.
Tell say à la kino de Roulia.
Bestie, je sais maintenant.
Wifo,
If I go, motherfucker. 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 Tell say à la kino de Roulia.
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 If I go, motherfucker. 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 Je sais là, non, mon Paris. Free education. La la la. Long bridge. La la la. All some people them die. You go McKinney. They kill it. Pas them barod. They kill it. Tombo self. They kill it. Then go lonsar. They kill it. Fit on self. Oh, now the one side way they kill. If I go, motherfucker. If I go, motherfucker. If I go, motherfucker. Tell say à la kino de Roulia.
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 If I go, motherfucker. 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 Kaimati kololo, kololo. Kaimati, ati kololo. Kaimati kololo, kololo. Kaimati, ati kololo. Kaimati kololo, kololo. Kaimati, ati kololo. Kaimati kololo, kololo. Kaimati, ati kololo.
Motherfucker. 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 Motherfucker.
Tell say à la kino de Roulia.
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 Tell them say Mother no go rulia, Mother for go. Greetings to all my comrades of the APC. This na the APC online TV platform and this na the voice of the diaspora. Me with the host, me na comrade Owen Kasu, adina also alongside me co-host, we na Fatia Samura. Comrades of the APC, please welcome Fatia, please join me and then make we welcome everybody who join the platform now.
Thank you very much. Welcome everybody. For Unawe they watch on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, welcome. Thank you very much also for continuously joining us every Sunday without fail at 7 o'clock. Thank you so much. Please, ladies and gentlemen, comrades, please share the link as always. Would ask Kuna to do us one favor, share the link so other people will join the conversation. Obviously, the wider we link share, the more people will join in and the more the conversation will build up. Please, thank you very much for watching. Mariama Yankai, Delwin Thomas, Aisatu Kaiko, and then also, so on and so forth. Please, ladies and gentlemen, comrades, all share the link. Thank you very much. You all know me every Sunday. I'm here at 7 o'clock. We're not every Sunday. Fatia is my first name. Samura is my last name. Thank you very much. Welcome to this platform. Welcome.
Yes. And of course, Sweet Bonita, they can do some kind of very important job for we. Now the background somewhere, and very soon they're going to join me. I know say most of me in fans them, the wonderful fans them also they ask for them and they look forward for kind of like see them again. But they do very well. They do background, work them for we. Today we get very, very important topic for discourse. And like we Fatia just they say to una, indeed, una share, because the topic go for can discuss today, it gets something to do with we country Sierra Leone. So make we not make no mistake, make we try as best as we can for make sure so we share we share the information where we all get that we be part of the discussion. We get two wonderful guests and today we can join we. One of them just come from Sierra Leone yesterday, and you can tell I'm Bokutenki for the chance we make for dinner. So one of the comrade and we don't serve with APC, diligently, it don't go in a salon, it don't go spend a lot of time there, it don't serve with there, so it gets a platform for himself, and then also he always there that this media team they support we which we they do. So we want for tell them plenty thank you, but we're going to do some very soon. We coming. At the moment, the topic we want to discuss with una today, the topic we get for do with the elections with the Kamna Salon, the ECSL, the preparedness of ECSL for conduct with elections na Salon credibly, transparently, fairly, and democratically. Now that's the topic we'll go for discuss with. But we also know say most recently, few days ago, one of we sister countries them in Africa in Nigeria, the largest black nation of the world, Nigeria. Then just hold the elections, and with former president, former chairman and leader, Dr. Anes Baikoroma Bindede. Ikode, he was a chairman of the observer mission in Africa for all of these elections that will take place in Africa. And of course, Nigeria was not an exception. He was there to lead, for observe that election day. Conduct the elections, he don't left, he don't return back to Sierra Leone. But the whole world, I can say, was shocked by the outcome and the result of that elections day. A lot of people and get things for say about these elections in Nigeria. But, how does that affect us in Sierra Leone? Because we remember the last time we coup been take place in Guinea. A lot of people let me get something for say about that. And also, waiting at the ramification, how that affect we as Sierra Leoneans, So the same way, so Nigeria, now we sister country them, and every time we Sierra Leone get a problem, trust me, Nigeria always did it. They always come for assist we. So if something like that, a political change they take place in Nigeria, and we former chairman and leader, Dede as a chairman of the observer mission, we all concerned, we all want to know the outcome of them. Because we are all in the same region. So, but before we start to delve into this particular topic, I want to bring come with comrade, we call Supermed. Please, Fatia, welcome Supermed for we at the platform.
Hello, everybody. For people that watch online, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter, we get with amazing comrade, my colleague, one of my senior in the media team. He's no other, the non-duplicate, the one and only, the Superman, the amazing guy. His name is Supermed. My comrade, Supermed, welcome.
Thank you very much for that wonderful welcome, Madam Fatia. And also thanks very much to Mr. Owen Kasu, we own PRO in the United Kingdom districts. I'm very pleased to be alongside you guys here today. And I want to tell Fambulem as well, wherever I want to watch this program, I want to tell Adu. And I want also, as for the first time, where this thing happened, where the Canada media, I want to extend my own sincere condolences And I believe say the condolences of the APC party and comrades all over the world to the families and friends of who departed comrade, the late comrade Leslie Allen. Make his soul continue for rest in eternal peace.
Amen.
Thank you very much, Supermed, for bringing that up. That was going to be our next line, but we tell you thank you for bringing that up. And in fact, this platform go do a live stream of the burial procession. The family of Leslie Allen and the party hierarchy in Sierra Leone don't contact we directly or tell we say our responsibility for make sure say we make the whole world see the funeral procession we go for take place on Friday, I think Saturday and I think Friday and Monday. But the details of them we go make them known to una when we come live. We go do a short funeral flyer who they put out before the end of the week, and they'll all know say this we brother, you know, we die so. It shocked the entire APC. You know, now one of the figure them will be a promising leader for APC. Of course, if we don't lead now APC USA, North America, I think, back then, don't lead. And Leslie Allen, for those of us we be the follow football na Sierra Leone, who be small, who be go school. Leslie Allen now a household name in football na Sierra Leone. He don't play for several teams there inside Sierra Leone, first division team there in Sierra Leone, including my own team, what they call Eastern Lions, who me they support. Leslie Allen don't play for that team there. I don't see Leslie Allen so many times. Now Lions practice field, where they go train. I don't see how they play. He don't play against, you know, my own team. They tell me they play for, I think Port Authority or something like that. They play for different team. Them they kind of Lions, and then also it all represents Sierra Leone in many international competitions. Them this name what they tell you about so Leslie Allen, not to somebody winner, you know, just a person who just the aspire. It don't serve Sierra Leone. It don't serve APC, you know. And like comrade, I remember Leslie Allen contact me just before he go na salon. We go die so. He said, "One Kasu," he said, "I want to make you interview me." He said, "I see the platform, I see the interview them." He said, "I want to make you interview me." I say, well, I say, bruh, I say this platform now on a platform. I say anything where you want that we do for now, as long as never promote, we comrade them. I say we happy for do that. So I tell them, I say the technical team go contact you for making you know, organize the time for the interview. Well, technical team try for reach out to Leslie Allen, but to no chance. Leslie Allen be down the Yagba for travel for go die. You know, where you the plan, God himself the plan. And God Almighty, none are the best of planners. Would they ask Allah for Allah forgive him for mistakes that we don't do inside the APC. So as I've been telling you now, we get two very important guests that we get for joining with today. And indeed, we don't see Supermed. We don't come talk to we. We get another guest where they come, where everything feels okay. Then we'll get a green light to go introduce them for make we actually can start the topic. I want encourage you now, make una stay on. Make una stay on because this is very, very important, which we'll go for can talk about. Very, very, very important. We all know say the elections are coming in 3 months' time in June 24th. So we get for day on the ball, we get for make sure say we not miss a single stone untouched. So now that's make we day now so this net and we want make with the message they meet una, make una self take this message and put them across to every Sierra Leonean. One of the topics I want to follow discuss first, Supermed and Fatia. Now this topic of this voters registration, voters sensitization. I was contacted by one of the senior comrade Nayaso, you know, we astute Dr. Vinod Fuller. Tell me, so Kashu, what you know to do about this voter sensitization in Sierra Leone? It's with people that look gullible. give me some data of the figures of void votes them from 2007 and 2012 and 2018 elections. And particularly very alarming that voters from the northern region of Sierra Leone, now they plenty void votes in the take place. Plenty void votes. So that's quite alarming. So Supermed, we also hear you say, as of yesterday, a couple of days ago, people are not scattered around the country right now, particularly in the western area and also in the northern region. They go around, they go and solicit people, them receipt them, where them go register. That receipt where then give them. Say make them bring kind of receipt, then they give them small token, then they go get a card for them, then can't give them a card. Well, this is quite worrying. And people in the talking that the rigging of the elections now don't start so. So I want for you to go some small, lights to review as them, make we know exactly how this year so they can play out. Over to you, Supermed.
Yeah, thank you very much again, Mr. Owen Kasu, and Madam Fatih as well, and all the people who watch the show live and direct all over the world. Again, this particular idea this particular issue where you raise up is very important. Now, issue where not only political parties are responsible, all the civil societies them, all the religious bodies them, so many other bodies them, including international partners them. Now their responsibility for make sure say then educates the voters them. Many understand the voting process. Although the paramount responsibility lie on the political party and ECSL, when at the Electoral Commission Sierra Leone, but this native we all Sierra Leoneans for come and join hand together. Moreover, APCians, speaking from an APCian point of view, with the APCians, we all for come join together and make sure say we sensitize with people all about the country, even people who don't want to vote for we. For like we strengthen with democracy in our country, we go for make sure say and then void votes completely avoid them. We don't want to see any districts where void votes go reach 50. Because that means say you don't disenfranchise 50 people. Well, maybe those 50 people, then vote for make a difference. So we urge APCians then. People, APCs, they don't just finish the lower level elections. And again, they call on people where emerge, where get them position. For many call the people who don't get the position, may they all come together, may they work together on this issue. And it's a very important issue, like what they say no so. Plenty time when they see thousands and thousands of void votes. Then people they don't basically they don't understand the voting system out there for votes. But if we invest plenty time for teach them people there, I believe say even the least mammy in the village go understand how for votes. And we also for work with ECSL for emphasize to them for simplify the process. It is very important that we simplify the process so much so that the least somebody who knows how to read and write self will able to understand for votes for the person when they want to vote for. And that is important. This is fundamental for any election, for any democratic process, for make sure say the electorate able to understand how for votes, then vote correctly. Because only then you will say democracy has been strengthened. Everybody, the voice has been heard. But if they get thousands and thousands of people and when they get void votes, then I'm afraid how we will be proud of democracy. So again, and they talk on an APC perspective, and they urge APCians all about the country, even that in the diaspora, many partner with local organizations. Maybe they mobilize the young man and youth man them. Many sensitize them, many all workshop them for train them out for train people so that people go able to understand for votes. Because the electioneering process, now you say they begin. Not only there for the go vote to. Now in the begin. Now the foundation where the party they lay now, now in they go reap tomorrow. If they not lay a strong foundation, then I'm afraid it will be detrimental to the party and also to democracy in our country. So again,
Indeed.
it's a very important topic and very important issue. What I like so, and I believe say APC members then all about this is not just about party stakeholders or party executive. All APC party members them now their responsibility for make sure say they come and do the really nothing for prepare the people who they vote, make them go sabi vote well, so that when they go vote, they know say yes, me vote where I vote, so it counts.
Indeed. Okay. I want to confirm whether Mr. Ahmed Sisi they hear me clearly. If you go to respond from Musaide. Mr. Ahmed Sisi, if you hear me, just say hi to me or just respond quickly, and from there we go ask you, we go bring you come in. But nevertheless, would you see you at the platform?
Oh yeah.
Fantastic. Okay. Thank you very much for joining us, Mr. Ahmed Sisi. And of course, I believe say you be listening to waiting the submission we will make. And I want to tell you plenty thank you for joining me. And also you're busy right now and we're coming close to this election. You now the lead for the people where they represent the APC na ECSL. And we always they follow you messages there, you updates there where you can bring come for we, whether from the court or from the ECSL. And we follow that religiously. But we get a concern where we just talk about Nayasu. And SLPP seem to get full confidence for say we will go and dance na tweets, we will go and make noise na tweets. But who if we not get for vote because they get the strategy? It look like for say the strategy they work. What do you think about that, Mr. Ahmed Sisi? The moment we know they hear you, if you mute yourself and unmute yourself, maybe there's a left-hand corner button inside the mic there, inside you see like a mic kind of a volume kind of thing. If you click them and unclick them back, maybe okay. Well, best thing what you could do, log off and log in again. And when you log in again, accept the mic and the video. Sometimes I think say that side if you not click them, that's so it can happen. We see you clearly, but we need to hear you. Very, very important topic them. Comrades, una bear with we. Mr. Ahmed Sisi, then at the platform. Of course, one of the most important people we get to do with the electioneering, to give updates on an authentic information. For make we go able to circulate all of the information them to we people in Sierra Leone. And this time around, we not for allow any void votes for take place in Sierra Leone. We need for sensitize with people them. Anytime you get a moment, Mr. Ahmed Sisi, just say something. If we hear you, definitely we will bring you come in. Fatia.
Yes.
SLPP, they make a lot of noisy this election and don't win them because they get the strategy and the strategy seem for the work. Waiting are you worry about this, thing where they happen right now where people go around to go and tell people them. Waiting are you worry about this? How much of a worry are you in that?
Well, like I say, me in particular, very, very worried. So I feel say the only thing what we could do as APC, as a party, as a old and comrades as well, is basically reach the lay person. That person at the village, like I always said, it's probably just about 15% of Sierra Leoneans that has mobile phone, probably a smartphone. They probably do have a mobile phone, but a smartphone is probably the best 15%. Don't quote me, that's anecdotal. But it could be probably 15%. So that person at the village who's going to vote, who's registered, obviously not see, not get so much interaction with social media. And also some of them not still know how to vote, because how they made the vote probably 10, 15 years ago is now changed a different way. So the only thing we go do as APC, as a party, as a whole, for people that are waiting at the ground, because I'm not in the ground, people waiting at the ground, I forgot to reach these places. This, like you said, these people need education. These people need to be shown how to do it. Because the last time how they vote is completely different to this time. Now they have a voting card. The voting is upgraded, is different. So obviously, people need to go to these places. We need to reach these people. We need to do them as soon as possible, basically, before the SL people get to them. The thing is, poverty is, you know, is raging Freetown. For let you go give somebody, I don't know, 250,000 or probably $1 million. I don't know. I'm sorry, I'm very poor with the money. But for give them anything, they can just easily switch. The thing is, they don't know the after effect. They will give you 250,000, $1 million leons. That would probably last you a week. But when you think about the next 5 years, you know, you're going to be suffering. So really and truly, these people need to be educated in that manner. Says that little money, what they can bribe you, will only work for one day. But what happened tomorrow, next tomorrow, and the day after? So we need to reach to these people as soon as possible before anybody else do, of you know, and try to get them, talk to them, educate them, say nothing. This is how it works. This is how it should be. Let nobody come and fool you, because they're fooling you will only last for a few days. Then what would happen? The funny thing is, I'm sure we get the manpower to do it. I'm sure it's feasible. Like I said, I'm not in the ground, so it's easier for me to say. But people obviously what they're at the ground need to take that time and that opportunity to work towards that. But it's the people, the lay people in the villages, some other parts of Sierra Leone or Freetown that need the education, other than, you know, probably me and you that have social media that knows how things work. So I think it's going to be a big task. But I think APC should be able to do it, and they should do it fast. Because to be quite honest, we're already in March, and by the time we blink, April is just around the corner. So we need to do it, and we need to do it fast. And we need to educate them. It's not just about the 1 million today or the 100,000. It's what would happen tomorrow and tomorrow after. Because as soon as they win, they don't know you no more. So the legacy. So we need to do that, and we need to do it pretty soon, to be honest.
Yeah, indeed. We need to do them. So Supermed, these people that we go around to go and tell people them, make we get Ahmed in first. Mr. Ahmed, you say you did hear me not so?
Yeah, they hear you.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Yeah. Please, I just want to make you come and say hello to the viewers them. They watch me right now, and make you say hi to everybody, then we can take it from there.
Hi everybody, fellow APCians, fellow citizens, viewers. I tell all thank you for being faithful to this program, and I just want to make in a call on our comrades within a hope for switch on to this program, because I can pass on very key information you need for know about the elections, preparedness, the lapses, the Nigeria experience, and what we could do more for improve with voting system, some amount of voter education in a brief moment. So please, wanna make sure say wanna tag with family and relatives so quick, because this will be a big opportunity for una for get this information exclusive.
Indeed, indeed. Thank you very much.
Before I'm sorry, Supadu. Before I just want to introduce you as well. I know Supadu don't introduce you, so Mr. Fandumion. Ladies and gentlemen, for the comrades and friends and family that are watching online, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, this not the one and only. There is no duplicate. Like I said before, this not the man we know the man and not the man there. This not Ahmed Sise of the United Kingdom, stroke Sierra Leone. This now we young comrade. This now a young person. This is the man to know. If you need to know anything about anything, this is the man you contact. Ahmed, I'm so happy you're here today, because to be quite honest, it's been very difficult to get you. You're so busy. It's unbelievable how busy your calendar is. I just want to thank you personally for manage for pencil we in today. We are very much grateful. I must say we are so grateful and we are happy as well you're here. Thank you so much for for lending you in knowledge, for educate us and tell us everything we know. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, also please send in your question. If you get any question for Supermed and for Ahmed Cisse, please just put it through the chat. We will deliver that, easily. And they will try their best to answer it. And also, please just share the live. Share the live. Ahmed, welcome and thank you once again for taking your time off to join us. We're very much grateful.
Pleasure is all.
Thank you.
Pleasure is all mine. Thank you.
I don't talk like I talk, so me not get mind talking again. I don't mind saying nothing again. I just deliver person no more bets. So before we come to Ahmed Cisse quickly, Supermed, the people already pass around to go and collect the cards of people or receipts of people them. What thing that you take on that? How we go able for make with people and stop this thing here? So some people actually willingly they do them because they don't see the money they want to offer them, and they go about and do and say, me one vote not really matter, it not go make any difference. So I might as well collect the money and do away with that. What you will say to them people in there?
Well, first of all, I've let people know say they do them a criminal offense for do them. Then I think na allege and enable know it if they know that the people who do them, so obviously the authorities and go take actions against them. But the party as well, the APC party, have to be vigilant and look out for them things they are so. And make sure the question I do say is very important for spreading information far and wide. Say no, nobody not get right for can't take you sleep or for waiting and call. What you need for you sleep for keep you sleep. And when the time reach, you're gonna then send the when they give the card, you go give you sleep, then verify and give you card back. Even if you lost your sleep, I think say there are mechanism where they able to give you card. If you able to go there, give them some of your details them and stuff, because obviously now it's like an identity card, you pick your day, your details and day. So I believe say mechanism go there, but if anybody they go around, they collect people and sleep for any ulterior motives, and a criminal offense, that's something where the party, the APC party, they call do so no more, spread the message far and wide, say una keep una sleep, and that go make it easy for una when the time reach for go collect una voters ID card. Because I believe say if you not get time, maybe say them go able verify say yes indeed you be registered and so it will be a little bit of a challenge. But when you get a sleep play, keep up, make sure say you go collect you voter ID card. And it's very important. How you want vote is very important. For democracy, you don't know what it will be the difference. It can be one vote and for make all the difference. Now that particular district away the district, now district block system. So forget to members of parliament them, with councillors them, with chairpersons and mayors them, all of that is very important. So again, when the exercise can begin so and waiting they do so, and waiting plenty APC bloggers that they do. And again, I want to say plenty thank you to Ahmed Cisse. He said they do a fantastic job where they represent the party now ECSL and make sure say it publicize all the information out to everybody so that people are aware, people are alert, people are prepared. This now mechanism is for promote democracy. It is not only about the APC party, even for make sure that democracy take hold in our country. So it's very important that we continue, we not relent to make sure say any kind of information will bring out to the people. And so it's like this, so absolutely brilliant. We not keep up that good work. I believe say the APC party say they're on their toes now. They will make sure say they are aware about all of these issues and disseminate as many information as possible with the agents and all of us in the country for make sure say this criminal events or this criminal activity stop.
Indeed. Okay. We just want to quickly bring Mr. Ahmed Cisse. We are coming to that Nigerian experience, and then we try for sync with within with the expectation of Sierra Leone. But Mr. Ahmed Cisse, would you be able to come in and just tell we small about waiting Yusuf the Yeri? This kind of fear where they go on right now that people then sleep in the take them and waiting at the advice where you will give it, and from then I will go into the main topic of the night.
Well, just like waiting Supermed say, we no get any tangible evidence for substantiate this claim, say that they take people and sleep. Members say one safest way for manage elections, for underestimate any information we get treated with that amount of seriousness. So we know they discard such allegations or suspicions because it's possible. Now, if it don't happen before at a point whereby through microcredits, they use microcredits for take people the card, say before they then you money, therefore bring card as security, you vote a card. So they use them 110, they attempt for use them 110, but we debunk them and we actually chase people. And just like Witty Supermed say, it's a criminal offense. So, but when we read that rumor, we send people then at the sideway, they say this they happen. Then give them information where they can closely monitor. The names we then call we they can closely monitor because we not rely on the police only for chase them. Get to internal network, we go able to unearth any criminal offense before we put the police on the loop. We make sure say we get good evidence, and then we will just make the police for effect arrest and charge culprits. But we know they discard that information. We treat them very seriously and we do an investigation. I don't want to say more because we don't go far on certain areas. Because so then allege back the last time say that register people them outside the shores of Sierra Leone, Liberia, who send a team there and happen say not true. So the two way them for cross go then where the Liberia Intelligence Service and county police for big arrest, they no cross again with the machine. So if they malpractice then they in the past, their suspicion then they come up back, therefore investigate them and we will notify the public accordingly.
Okay. Thank you very much on that level there. So we want for quickly go into, the Nigerian experience. Few days ago, we see the chairman and leader, Dr. Anes Baikroma, lead the observer mission na the Nigerian general elections. Of course, Nigeria are the largest black nation at the dunya, and now we sister nations them, and anything where they happen in Nigeria, they affect we. Anything where they happen to we, they affect Nigeria. So we are all, interrelated, interconnected, and we're within the same geographical proximity. So we want for, get a reflection of the actual election will take place in Nigeria, and to my own experience, we the follow within the happen at the social media. This platform follow which the happen on social media. Everybody all we comments them within this platform. Then they say then that's disbelief that one of the candidates, then the young man, we didn't call, I don't know his name again, then say, win the election and something really happen where, which are the factors that will lead to that, and people that they try for relate to Sierra Leone. So waiting Mr. Metisi go get for tell we in terms of these elections and how we go able for learn from them. If there's any mistakes in that elections, how we go able for make sure say that election day, that mistake day we know, come towards we own election where they come in 3 months time.
Thank you very much. First of all, let me comment on the system. I would like to keep me comment to the system, electoral system. The other allegations of vote rigging, for allegation of malpractices, then one and then too strong for their comment. Yes, they go happen. No, I can't relate them to me. Strategies of how people win, won, and lost again, it left to. But yes, the results pronounced, the returning officer pronounced His Excellency Ahmed Tinubu as Bola Tinubu as the ultimate winner, and second to Atiku Abubakar, and then Peter Obi and Kwakasu, Professor. Now, let me just say this. The elections in Nigeria, the first thing we cannot go unnoticed is the array, the barrage of international attention we take. Now, we have from the United States, the very first time you see the National Democratic Institute and International Republican Institute, where they all day for foster democracy come together and then form a union of joint observer mission where former Madam Joyce Panda, Her Excellency, former President, they lead. And then the regional attention as well. We start from African Union. We Uhuru Kenyatta lead the observer mission. You come to the Commonwealth observer mission. We President Thabo Mbeki lead. Come to ECOWAS observer mission. We President Nkrumah lead. So with all these reports, I took time go through all the reports. The observers then point out to one thing we consistent, now that the electronic transmission of results, the timely manner of transferring the results, reporting the results. Now, when we did registration, we did hand over ECSL, Sierra Leone Commissioner, for make the then report the result in a timely manner, because that will erode the confidence of the public. Now, the same thing we see in Nigeria. All the observers then point out to the lack of progressive pronunciation of provisional results, polling station by polling stations. They're all frustrated over that. And I'm glad the ECSL, the commissioner for Sierra Leone, was there in team. And he know the tension with that one day, the capacity for let the whole state culminate into chaos because of that particular delay. It was just 3 days delay, 72 hours delay. Now it caused mayhem. So,
wow. Well, una just be the listen to
polling center to polling center register.
Go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah. So, the Nigeria experience, again, it points out to the deficiency in training of polling staff. The polling staff not even know how to reconcile ballot papers. They don't even know how to start the ballot process. Therefore, some polling centers not even open up until 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock. Therefore, they roll over the voting dates to the Sunday, the following day, they therefore vote. That creates back unnecessary delay. So it go back to the alertness of the training with the polling centers, stations manager, they forget. Moving forward to this, we won't come in elections. It's very important that the training, the training way they therefore go through, they therefore know see, now part of the efficacy of the process. Now, the Nigeria experience to we, it make back as a whole, puts a doubt on the whole concept of observation, international presence, if they cannot bring to book perpetrators of election offenses. There were a widespread of offenses. What is the essence of electioneering observation, international observation from all multilateral organizations, United Nations, USA, regional bodies, if you cannot bring punitive measures on perpetrators? For instance, if you suspect the elections in Nigeria were rigged on this basis, bring in punitive measures, cases against these people. We go support the case of others. But again, for let Africa grow, I kept saying this over and over and over again until we have a completely independent judicial system. We go able to look at an electioneering case where riddled with anomalies and malpractices. He look at them and he annul them, taking care below at certain point. The Supreme Court will say, there has to be a rerun. Until we get the institution, then they upright. So God, then this day, it could be difficult for the African. I will stop there.
Fantastic submission. Mr. Ahmed Sise, you mentioned very, very important things then. So if I can just do a small recap of them. You talk about the issue of international observers then. The one that we come out from the ECOWAS, the one that we come out from the Commonwealth, the one that we come out from the United States, we come, led by very important personalities then. And you talk about the lack of provisional results, the pronunciation of lack of provisional results them way for come out, and the center manager not gets the skills, not get the proper training for able for calm, collate figures and together, whether or not the RRF them for able for collate them together and try for mix, do the figures and properly. That training they not get them, so that affects the election results. And also there are clear evidences of people them where they do what they call election malpractices. Waiting at the ramifications of the actions and waiting they go do for bring them people into books for waiting they do. There is no clear, explanation to that. It look like them so-called international observers. They also where they come, then big names the way they come. They're just there to observe. And one other important thing we talk, an independent election institution. Now, me and say Sierra Leone ECSL is not independent. The leader of ECSL is appointed by the president according to the constitution, approved by parliament, and we know how we can lead the ECSL. We know how we can do. That now whole saga will happen from 2 years ago, something like that. But we own institution who gets is not independent. We have an election coming, and this main thing where you mention about the independence of that, if we not get an independent institution where they able for take charge of elections, devoid of political party influence into all of the activities, we are in trouble in Africa. If that is not done, we are in trouble. So now that side you left from Superman, I hope so you don't listen. Now that side,
yes, indeed.
Good. Now that side, Ahmed Sise left farm. Superman, I want to let you touch on the independence of ECSL, and elections are coming in 2 months and a half. But what thing we go do with ECSL? Already we don't see the activities them from voters registration, midterm census, blah blah blah. Up to now, we they see the amount of people away and don't employ right now inside ECSL Supermed. It's alarming that we know we see people them by the names they know for Seda, so now SLP people them now SLP people mended them from Southeast and all of that. So this accusation they come even before they employ them, and now we see the name them glaringly. Waiting that you take on this independence of the ECSL we Ahmed Sisi they talk about. So
okay, thank you very much, Brother Awan Kasu. And let's just, before I respond to the question, let's just highlight some 2 key points in terms of this Nigerian election as a comparative study to waiting maybe we'll see in Sierra Leone. One of the things where I think say the observer that we mentioned just now, where they point to now most of the things will happen is because of technicalities. And again, Nigeria decide to use this new system, what they call divas, where forget this high technology system for make people not overvote, people not vote in multiple locations, all of those sorts of things. But one thing where they say fail for realize is that that kind of system, and they will use it nationally, the ramifications can be very, very difficult. Because we all know technology business. There are hackers out there who will try to bring the system down. So again, that was one of the reasons why the delay be there for report result them. So luckily for we, Sierra Leone in that time, they are not feasible they come with any new system. With a new system where already done the within we electoral system going forward. So hopefully we'll avoid any technical challenge because some they can now, person may do manual voting. So again, where you don't do the electronic voting and manual voting, all don't come mix up, you see the problems. So that is why when you look at the Nigerian elections, it is no more about individuals therefore rig the system, so on and so forth, but as an old scale, the election will happen. These anomalies, them way when you get a national election of that magnitude, You know, if you don't manage them well, it can really impede the whole system. So again, many people, they look at the original reasons them will affect the opposition in Nigeria. The opposition party, then the PDP party, the Labour Party, where Peter Obi belong to. There were statements made by key personalities who support the Labour Party, where Peter Obi they lead, when these new movements, this third party, were undermined the strength of Peter Obi in campaign. So all of these things culminate. Don't forget the fact that Peter Obi says have come out from the PDP. And people they talk say, well, if Peter Obi for the staying at the PDP with that kind of strength of voters they get to combine now with the PDP, probably they would have therefore not win the election, therefore not oust the APC party out. But again, that is their own personal issue. Now looking at we own side, when they talk about independence of institutions, then now the biggest problem we can't get, even we at the APC party, we they plead, and when some of we will not go stop, even if the APC party by God in power take over the reins of governance after June, we they plead to the government, the APC party itself, for many look at the constitutions, many make amendments. Country where we institutions are not strong, it hard for that country to progress. You don't talk about the ECSL just now. The commissioners, the president has right for choose them only in consultation with the other parties. So if I tell them, say, oh, I want to choose Owen Kasu as the electoral commissioner, the opposition party, and we say, no, not choose her. If the president wants to choose her, and we see the way they choose this current electoral commissioner, they not even consult. They just tell the opposition party, say, will they choose this way? But it's not only about ECSL. We get other institutions there. We're very paramount when you talk about elections. The security forces them. But many, primarily the police, how independent are these institutions? When are the presidents in they choose Inspector General of Police? So you can see the conflict of interest there already. How independent is our judicial system? We're intertwined with the Attorney General and Minister of Justice. So until we as a nation, as a society, begin for separate them body there from the powers of the president, the Anti-Corruption Commissioner, make we get independent body them when they choose the head of their institutions. These are paramount institutions. Okay. By so doing, we strengthen institutions them and we avoid all of them here. But as it is, we only like the opposition party get to be very vigilant. Very vigilant. Make sure say when people they vote, we protect the vote. The electoral observers, the what they go do, then they watch what's in the happen. If people they vote, then see say somebody they try for change that votes there, that is the time the electoral commissioners, the electoral observers them, they become active, say no, we don't see people in votes now, yeah? And this result here on the one turn, then people then are so they vote. We see them, we see when they don't count. Now all the polling centers them and mentally centers them. Because we don't see the example of that. Now the last by election will take place na Samba Bedugu. The observer the way they go there. Even though when the ruling party come with other shenanigans them, so the welcome petition, the other reform them, this and that. The observer were there, they say, no, we monitor the system, we see the system, and all of these things has been followed thoroughly. So that is the term. Now, let me, as a political party, therefore be very vigilant, educate with voters them, prepare with voters them, make sure say people in all them polling centers are there, then they able defend with votes. And I they will tell people like the brother Ahmed to say plenty thank you, because what they do when they engage with ECSL is they communicate to the people. So all the lay people in say they get an understanding of what's in the electoral process, what's in the rules then. And that is important because someone no can tell me say, no, now this, now this. If I don't know, I will say, okay, now so. But if I don't know, I'm well prepared for say, no, this is not the process, this is not the system. Now, midnight, so I'm the pulling agents. I for make sure say are they where they turn box, I for check where the seal level for make sure say everything correct. The IRF from the information say all things correct. And as we don't tally the votes, we don't call the votes, we follow enter, we follow display at the center. All political parties they more involved, we don't get them and they thoroughly send them to the own tally centers then. And that particular awareness they now Inge for make sure say waiting the people that votes. Now that is what we go see. But that is up to we at the political party follow it snap one for make sure say we do one.
All right. Thank you very much, Superman. Fatia, you did follow the platform and the amount of people that we ask questions to Ahmed Cissé. And of course, Mr. Ahmed Cissé mentioned quite a very important things then. International observers, the delays in bringing provisional results by the political parties and blah 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 and all that stuff. But I don't know if you want to take one of them for bringing people to books, or you want to take on the one that we did at the platform where they can comment, because I see we senior comrade Israel Papa make a relation of waiting Ahmed Cissé mention just now that part of the problems will get happened in 1967 general election in Sierra Leone, the issue of delaying in the pronunciation of the results, because the neighbor put everything together. That was many years ago. Then they did a manual counting. Then they did a mabul. Enemy they do. Yes, now mabul they put. So I don't know. Today, now a system. That system it failed woefully. The system wouldn't use. And Superman they try for say, okay, they mitigate and small that not to that system they would use. But maybe Ahmed Cissé get something for say about the system, how we own system there for work, and then a masters in the system. How we then go able to make sure say somebody rig that system there, we go make them go pronounce somebody we not deserve for be the winner. That is a question where we the hang for Ahmed Cissé. But Fatia, come in quickly. And
we get quite a few questions actually for Ahmed Cissé and Superman. So I don't know if Ahmed you want just explain what you can say, then you answer a few of the questions, please. So at least we will make them a very interactive system.
Let me just discard the question. Somebody asked the relationship between the former Vice President Chief Samsumana and Diana. Honestly, I knew talks were on the way for a reconciliatory meeting. They went to McKinney and then they pick them up from there gradually. But the last time I checked, I know say the talk still there on the way. Not to just with Chief Samsumana and Diana. Waiting Dr. Samora Kamara is doing right now for make sure say we forget peace within ourselves before we start effectively the national campaign next week. He wants to make so he had a meeting with the flag bearers, former flag bearers on Friday, on Thursday, sorry, in office. We in a very good meeting, end up nice, and a lot of things came up. So all the flag bearers did it. So he want to come back to regional and all other conflicts within the party, but make sure see when we start the national campaign set up by next week, it will be smooth sailing. Then another person asked, what's that question again? If I can
I'll just highlight it.
Then about the voting.
Or we get different question, Ahmed. So
okay, the names that we are deleted from. So for the names were deleted from the register, as soon as all know, we're still they go to this election on the protest because we don't tell them say we're not happy with the way and manner they collated the register, they compiled the register. We think say then begin flout the law from inception. Somebody mentioned about how the commission is inundated with Southeasterners, 90%. We have no problem with that if they are most capable bunch, if that is what they feel. However, there is a statutory process for recruiting NEC ECSL permanent staff. The names of these staff must be gazetted as it was in 2014. They must be gazetted, not just the organogram of the hierarchy of NEC executive, ECSL executive. The entire operational wing must be gazetted. So why they did not gazette this before? Because they were afraid that the names will signpost the origins of these employees, and they go point out to source of bias. So that's alone a flout. The time and manner in which they display the register, 5 days as opposed to 14 days, the statutory process, was not according to the Public Elections Act. The way and manner in which they do the appeal cases, people them way they appeal, we object, the time was not in accordance with provisions of the statute. The barrage of violations pile up and then come to the register. We record shows say over 300,000 names were shaved off, but they never gave us an exhibit of the deduplicated names. Why are we saying this? In 2014, we have 53,000 conflicts. In 2017, 53,000 deduplication cases. What we did before the process, we provided the data of those deduplication. We say, look, Amara Kago, he registered na mile 91, he goes office Nabo on this number 4 Bojon Street. So this, in date of birth not the same, in fingerprints not the same. Look, Aisat Al-Kamara, he registered na Cambia, he can register again now Kicho. Cambia district. So we find out saying that the same person, look at. So we put them on the microscope. We know now say, yes, this is a genuine case of deduplication, but they fail to provide us with those data. And then the final one, we said, okay, you know, the data obtained from the ward level, you were supposed to transmit this data polling center by polling center. Mind you, today we saw Nigeria a barrage of international observers. In 2018, international observers, primarily European Union, were here. They came up with a document, 99 recommendations to the government of Sierra Leone. The government signed a communique, say they will adhere to almost all of those recommendations. One of the recommendations was the gender cap, which I commend the government for, bringing in 30% representation for women as mandatory to political parties, which I commend them for. Well, why they adhere to that recommendation? But the timely recommendation number 5, timely transmission of results must be also be complied with. They did not in the registration. So, and how do they intend for tally? I come now to the final question. The question is, anybody will tell you, say, we as a political party have agreed on a model of tallying results, tell us in a lie. Dr. Samura is saying that we have to sign a code of conduct. We want a tallying process that will give us progressive results progressively, cumulatively, how the results are announced, because it's a proportional representation. For local councillors, now 4.5%, each councillor was secure before you pronounce that. For members of parliament, it's 11.9%. So where 30% of the results have been read, we expect, say, inside that 30%, name the parties that have won seats from local council and members of parliament as the process accumulates. Not wait until you pile them up, then at your own mercy, when you know, say, the presidents don't pile up, then you want the presidential course and declare president, then you come back to members of parliament. It will not work. That time you get an executive commander-in-chief. If they command anything, he will stop any process because the law gives the president the powers, extra power the moment. But the moment you go into election, those powers will be frozen until otherwise another president obtain the oath of office. If not incumbents, they run. You understand? So in that case, the constitution is very technical in that case. If an incumbent dey run, the powers will be frozen. The moment the polling day count, he cannot effectively exercise some of his powers. You understand? So if that is the case, you cannot say pass the numbers then pile up till we pronounce the presidency, then you can declare this like waiting former commissioner and filing. He don't declare presidency. The following day, begin apportion seats in the parliament. We lost Tonkolili. We lost a whole lot of seats by that because some of the quarantine envelopes were not even retrieved and recounted. Do you understand? So we want to set a talent system that both parties will agree upon. Say, okay, this is one, it's not porous, it's security proof, it cannot be hacked, it gets traced. 2007, I was at ECSL, INEC at that time, Wellington. We had the same issue. The UNDP, the United Nations representative at that time, Professor Adedeji, was here. So he intervened. He said, okay, if the issue is about transparency, the whole issue is about transparency, I'm sure each party here will not frown at any model that will ensure transparency. So what we did was they make sure the server gets a footprint like you have in central banks, Bank of England. Anybody will click in number in code na the computer in the left footprint. When I've been the work for Citizens Advice Bureau, what kind of money? All lawyers, when you log in the left footprint, when you log in, when you left the computer, what you put in, what you pull. So if the server gets those trace, that's when we will not say, now so commissioner, when one commissioner no go inside and do something. So what happened in 2018, there is no certainty say you go use a VPN, standalone VPN for store data, wherein if I get the VPN 13 or 16 digit code, I can remotely access the system from anywhere in the world. We say now a robust system. This time around, we have to ensure that the archiving system, the electoral archiving system is solid rock, not than rock proof, tamper proof, and it should be tamper evident. So Bokutin and what we need for moving forward. So let them not just say we don't make a Tally software, now so we get for Tally, and then if you say them we just shove on our throat and we accept them. No, Dr. Samura had a DEPAN composed international campaign team. When that is composed, we will attend some of these issues, we bring them to the fore and the notice of the international community. So moving forward, we have to agree, how are we going to call this result? How are we going to tally? What is the security of the system we are going to? A whole lot of questions need to be checked before we go to the election. So if anybody don't tell you now for now, say this is how we're going to collate this election, because it's a very important aspect of this election. Now, I make Nigeria be the chosen. We have to. This diverse system with the Nigeria, it work well president and gubernatorial, senatorial, it work well on the House of Reps, but when it comes on the presidential campaign, then we can get caught. That is why Obi and others are saying it is intentional, because the system not go work to the two voting categories. When it comes on the third, the presidential, it begin hiccup. That is where the thing foul play. So it's very important that the voting system, the way we transmit the results, the way we collate, has to be agreed upon by both parties.
Thank you very much, Comrade Ahmed.
Mr. Ahmed, I want to pick you up on something quickly. You mentioned, say, on a day in this particular engagement with ECSL in protests. There are issues them we already don't highlight. Now, ECSL, we are not happy about, and ECSL not even able to address the issues there as of now. But you are still in engagement with them, and there are also some clarification of how the counting going to take place, how the tallying going to take place, how we going to collate the digits them, and all of that. And we going to sign an agreement with ECSL, being a subordinate body to the president, an institution that is not independent, where they underwater from the president. How una go able for achieve within you the mention to we so for let we be rest assured for say we vote them no go be turned to the opposition within the SLPP.
Section 33 of the Constitution of Sierra Leone is clear. 3311, if I may quote that right. The ECSL must not be subjected to the control of an individual organization. It should be independent. That is a constitutional provision, not even a statutory provision. It is the law, the ground norm. Say, nobody not for interfere with ECSL. Now, we are not controlling for the purpose of viewers who might say, hey, APC will control the commission. No. The commission, upon embarking, they have the right to make regulations and codes of conduct how the elections is to be manned. It is not an alien concept. We've done it before, and all we're saying this time, which we done the last time in 2018, 2012, now sit down back and make sure say we do them impartially. The ECSL is independent. Our faith, or not all our faith is lost. We know say ECSL at this time around with some amount of pressure from the right. Now, ECSL may be very angry with European Union comments. They may think, say, European Union might want to interfere. But I would respectfully like to refer them to what the complaints they filed during the 2012 elections. We still have those records. They accuse all these accusations, they accuse the international community of sustaining the regime, the incumbent regime. It is not common. But what are they saying now? If the president wants to live up to a tenet of father of democracy, I am sure any model where they ensure transparency encourage it. Any model where they make sure say nobody disadvantaged will they encourage it. And we're sure that we'll just go to elections and can bring a system, because the last time when APC 2018 when they want to go into the elections, SLPP came up with suggestions where the electoral commissioner at that time been abide by, even at with dismay. They abide by them because they say they ensure transparency. So this time around, if we say the tallying system, who we want tally must be agreed upon. So that's ending, because we don't get to pay against say we will left hand capable hands of ECSL. We can get the same expense we get on this registration. It's been painful for we for this registration. We were informed before the registration that they have a system where they sync every 48 hours. In other words, every data derived from their fields will be synchronized and ready to be pronounced within 48 hours. It takes them 11 days, Sunday forever, before they get this data. If they do so elections, where we begin tally, mind you, the law say votes must be counted at district level. So this time around, every district, because it's a district block system, will be returning their votes. They will then so get the mandates for the provisional declaration of winners, subject to the national grid, national portal, the final result. So if, for instance, we send Owan Kasuna carrying a for go conduct for head elections day, now district block system, as they don't count 30%, would then close, would they expect that 30% say, we don't get almost 4 or 5, we don't get almost 5 councillors, they don't pronounce their name immediately. If we don't get at least, now we get the 20% of that 30%, we get 20 or 25%, 22%. Then for name those councillors don't qualify. Then for name those 2 members of parliament, we don't cross the line. Because every 11.9%, the ratio way for divide this one whole election. This is why we were dying that this proportional representation, this block system has no place in modern democracy. Now, if you see the regulations that was passed in Parliament, and they tell you how the mathematical formula for the allot seat, it is so complex, even where people that are very proficient in mathematics will question that formula. But having said that, we have a straight formula for them. Simple. Let the system cumulatively and progressively declare winners as we go along. So I don't even want to bring the doubt, say ECSL might not succumb to pressure from the incumbency, not for Adara or for ensure transparency. It will be a very, very difficult situation for the democratic landscape of Sierra Leone if they refuse for ensure transparency.
Okay, I think we glad you for the resilience, the determination, and for make ECSL, do waiting we all want win a credible and transparent elections, going forward. Fatia,
Yeah.
if you and Supermed.
Yes, please. Supermed. Waiting. Ahmed talks about the ECSL, the questions where they get asked, the proposal where they not make. You have go able for just share your own thoughts with that. Then after that, we go just answer some few questions again on the board.
Particularly,
Supermed, yeah.
Supermed, particularly the progressive pronunciation of results, real-time reports, because people want to know how much percent they don't count. Just like how they do in America. Oh, so states don't go so level. So don't, then when they almost percent you don't get now. So almost candidates we don't capture now this particular
yes.
side going forward. That real-time report of how the counting they go, that provisional one. Then from there now they hand them over. Because this we don't want do the election, done the election, particularly now that at district level. So then go for pull all results from all the corner them. Now all the chief from them, bring and come to the center, that the districts before they can pronounce. How that go happen transparently without somebody do something along the way. That is worrying. If in a constituency level today, we go understand from station to station, we know say yes, then go for do counting now, so read the result now, so and can go forward, let everybody see them. But now, district level, and now every district headquarters now they then go for do counting. Bra, tell me about how this progressive pronunciation of elections results will be, practically, good for we and whatnot.
Yeah, thank you once more, Fatia and Owen Kasu. And it is very important for get confidence in the system. Not forget to say justice delay is justice denied. When you create delays in the system, you begin create unnecessary tension. So it is clear and makes plenty sense for the ECSL. They give the result as how they come. As how the result they come, many they give the result from the district then. If now 30%, like where the Ahmed just say, we don't know say 30%, now they don't count. APC get 28% for that 30% day. That 28% equivalent to 8 councillors. So APC don't get 8 councillor force. They don't get maybe 2 members of parliament force. It's very simple for do that. So everybody they know say yes, bit by bit, inch by inch, the result they come out and they clear to the people. It clear to the people. It give confidence to the populace. Say yes, this particular process when they go, so it's very transparent, and transparency in the watchword. It is very important. Now a post-conflict country like we country, but like you get a transparent system where they give confidence to the people and say, yes, this year so you keep business not daily. But when you begin to do things in secrecy, you begin to take 1 day, nobody not get no word. 2 days, nobody not get no word. 3 days, nobody not get no word. That's a recipe for problems. Where like we country so we not go one and canteen in day. So ECSL get a huge responsibility in the back. The peace and security of that country, it also lying at the back. Yes, something in there, you go feel say somebody choose you, or maybe somebody, they do this XYZ for you. But it is very important. Make the ECSL more by the commissioners then. That is why it was very worrying. In the statement when they come out from the commissioner from the southern region. If you were supposed to be the referee, don't align you don't begin align yourself with the other team. How will you create confidence? But say this game here will be free and fair. So that is very worrying and alarming. And to be honest, outside honesty and transparency and justice for day, that particular commissioner should have been suspended by now.
Yeah.
Because it not give no confidence to the people. Say yes, ain't ready for conduct an impartial election in that region. And that is very important. We admonish them. We talk to them. Say, listen, this in this 21st century, this day and age, people are not going to stand for what we call crap, excuse my language. People, they understand and know what they go on. The people, they are ready for votes, and they want to make sure, say, when they vote, what they vote come out. If anybody gets any intention, feel say, you want to use delaying tactics to manipulate the system, those people are mistaken. Because I don't believe, say, the opposition party, more of the main opposition, APC party, will stand for that. Yeah. And the APC party don't make it clear, categorically clear with the representative them, with the likes of Ahmed Sole representing the ECSL, and then they don't communicate that to ECSL. So this particular election has to be free and fair, but also more importantly, transparent. So we they call on them. And I believe say all international partners will support that, because everybody just wants a fair system. That the results come out as how they come. Because trust me, after that last election, people with a question, some constituents, they never even know the total. And that then give confidence to nobody. So we hope say ECSL go understand this, the chief commissioner go understand this, and make sure say the process is therefore be transparent. We're not going to take anything on that transparency of that particular process there.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Supermed. I just want to give a quick shout out to people online who are watching us.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for watching and joining this platform. You're all welcome. We've got Izatu Kaiko. We've also got Melvin Thomas watching from Manchester. We've got Maria Mayanka says hello. Melvin again watching from Bognor. Mary Luke, good evening all. Mo Bangura, good evening everybody watching live from Berkshire. We've got Diantu watching live from Madrid. Welcome Florence Doherty, beautiful Fatia watching from London. Thank you very much, Flo. Usman Conte, good evening everybody. Also Usman Conte, good evening my brother MMBB. And Joseph Saidu Mama Junior said watching from Binkolo. And Mary Luke, good evening all. Is that Isaac Bangura online from La Côte d'Ivoire, Ivory Coast? Hi. Bintu Sise comrade, hi comrade. Bintu is watching live from London. Also Usman Conte, Mary Luke again, Mary again, Arun, Kamara, Mohammed Ba, Prezo Song, Jeman, Arun again, and then Arun again, so on and so forth. Who is this? Mohammed Kamara, say hi. Hello, Mohammed. We've got Mariam Abayo, say hello. We say hi. Thank you all for watching. You're all very welcome on this platform. Thank you very much, Supermed. I support what you say. I just want to say transparency in any election will lead to good governance and good practice. So therefore, this election therefore be fair and transparent in any shape or form. And if you say APC as a party, You know, even the people of Sierra Leone, what they want this time is clear process, and it has to be transparent. If you got transparent election, then it give, you know, even people that come with business, it give them courage, it give them, you know, sense, say, Sierra Leone is moving forward. The election was, you know, transparent as much as possible. But if we begin get any funny business, dodgy election, then this is going to put business people out. Even Sierra Leonean who wants from the diaspora, who wants to go back and create business, they all want transparency. You know, so I think it is quite important. You know, people like Ahmed Sisi are there to make it happen, to make it possible. And obviously, they will push for it as much as possible. There's going to be throwback. Don't get me wrong. The SLPP is going to really, you know, trying to do anything they can. But like the people of Sierra Leone have said, we want change, and change is what they would have come the 24th of June 2023. So we are hoping for that. Thank you very much. Yeah, super do.
Mr. Ahmed Sisi, you know, possible no get doubting in terms of representation. Which you believe, you know, my way very changais for which you believe. And I also know say Dr. Richard Conte himself day na the same team with you. Himself na very changais man for which he believe. And the elections, as how we they see them from the open, we na APC don't win the elections. But the results of the elections, now una we they into the system. Now I go for bring the results for Dr. Samura and for the people of Sierra Leone, for deliver the people of Sierra Leone. Now I get the elections. And una engagement with Dr. Samura, the campaign team we depend set up, una engagement with them people and they, you are Mr. Ahmed Sisi who they beg you, including all the people them who they watch. Make sure say una concerns them are taken very, very, very seriously. Una for be robust. Me I sabi you anyway. I don't want to doubt you. But I just want to emphasize for the people that will not sabi you better. That I want to make una be very robust and make sure say una get the agreements them pen down. Because these elections, according to what we hear in social media, when media people them, SLPP ready for do anything for make them stay in power. They don't lost the elections already. They're ready to rig, they're ready to do all sorts of things. And una eyes and they on the ball. But I want for appeal, I want for emphasize, I want for admonish that una sit down properly with the campaign team. We're going to pronounce very soon that una ready for bringing the results for deliver the people of Sierra Leone. I also want to mention that training of station managers, that the polling station, the training has to be really to the fingertip. Some people and they need to go sit down for 3 days no more than go tell them some duty for do and say yes. Let people and do what they call simulations. Make them practice and make them put them into action for say yes, now this and this are supposed to do. We are then at the place. Now this I got for look for. Now this I got for try for collate. Make sure say it happen at the station. And make it be people that we are credible people then. People that will be say, you know, no amount of money they able to face them for say, oh yes, well give me this money, I will make now continue with now work. Now this are the concerns of people then where we get and una are the leads where we have up for bring come the results then for we will make the people of Sierra Leone delivered from all this rancor where they happen at the country. So I'm not sure if you hear me clearly because your bandwidth don't go really down at the moment, Mr. Ahmed Sisi. But these are the concerns where we get the concerns this over the all over the place. And it's very, very important that we want to sit down with una boss them, with una comrades them, when they discuss the planning strategy for the elections, make una able for, you know, put them concerns here so straight and direct to them. Mr. Ahmed Sisi, you get me clear? I'm not sure because it looked like they don't go frozen. But Superman, these are issues, these are concerns. Training of station managers and people that would volunteer for go take parts for be station managers them, how for train them, waiting them for look for and for deliver result properly without any problems. These are the things that we would look for. So Supermed coming first, and because I'm just saying bandwidth don't go really low at the moment.
Yes, like what you said, that's not a very important thing where we as the APC party for take as the utmost priority. Like when you give an example of a simulation, like you train the people like in a live scenario.
Yeah.
With all the challenges and they make them like when the thing happen now, even they make they happen what's how they go handle them, what they go do, and how best they understand them. So I hope say the APC party in collaboration with the ECSL representative talk the likes of Laurent Sisse and Dr. Richard Conte and others go come together and build a robust system of training. Not so that training where they can go, now so also for doing, now so for no. Now a robust system of training, so much so that the people that we don't train, you're going to have so much confidence in them that they're able to train other people. Properly, when you go be confident and satisfied, say they know exactly what thing for do. All the possible scenarios, them you they play them out. So that they are prepared, they are ready, because they have to play a pivotal role going forward by these elections. So again, we as the APC party, we get plenty things for do. That is why I'm encouraging, I'm asking that we don't do lower level elections then. We don't get executive them from world, go national. Do ya? Then people and they will not be able to succeed for getting position and the one they will succeed may be magnanimous enough for encourage the other one day. May come inside. Inside the APC, we not get election to we That's just a process. We get for keep your eye on the ball. So somebody will be on this control and not be constituent chairman, no, then go me all and this so yeah. We don't know we go past that stage. This election, na critical election, not for only APC party. This election, na critical election for Sierra Leone. We country, it then a junction of either perpetual damnation or some sort of recovery. So I want to urge and plead with all Sierra Leoneans. Moreover, we are the APC party. The people of Sierra Leone depend on we for rescue that country. Do you whatever position you stand for, when you not get, I know say we agree, be very difficult. You don't invest your time, your resources for that position. But do you allow you look past them? It's no longer about me and you.
Yeah.
It is about our states, the country itself. We all know how we country they elect today. We know we come together. Now we work as hard as possible to make sure say we cover any potential loophole when this current administration will want use for any malpractice.
Supermed.
Let me say if them turn east, west, north, and south, up and down, the name will see no hole.
Supermed, there's one thing where I want quickly ask you. We people them during this time for go vote. And also we people them, many of the we people are the suburbs, and then villages them mommy, them pa, the one that will not go school. You know, they're not all pen, they're not sabi all pen, they're not sabi rights. during these elections, there any chance they for able for ask them people then they for make them learn for old pen and just tick or write X, for just tick or maybe just write X with a pen. They don't sabi for write X, or for just say yes and they tick something like this box. I know say they don't go school, but what you make I say so. Dr. Fuller, Vinod Fuller, me and me they get a discussion recently. He mentioned this talk to me. When they do this thumbprint voting, some of the people them when they thumbprints, if you then say put on this box, then they try for put on the box, but eventually the thumbprint they go outside the box, going to another person in your box, the next candidate in your box, because maybe the finger too big, or maybe align them like at the center, or he go put on the line, then he feels say he don't vote. So immediately somebody they look at a voter kind of thing like that, they don't notice say, oh, this it don't void, because it then at this box and he also appear in this other box. And how did they fold the paper back is another issue where it creates problem. But if you get a pen where you just put a mark X, maybe it will save we a lot of void votes than at the south, at the south and the north, because according to in statistics, the north and region then gets the highest. So please make we look into this, Supermed, and tell we what you think.
No, very important topic a very important point you highlight. In fact, what we realized the last time is that the ink, when we play the thumbprint bar, the ink is very runny. So when they thumbprint bar that ink there, whether they fold the paper, the ink, like when you don't fold so against the other name, if they go back, it is stamped at the other person name them. So automatically, when they open that paper for counts, then they find out say, if I say thumbprint na two sides, automatically that will make that vote say invalid. So again, these are all issues where they make they say with the APC party, therefore tiranga one. Because like what you say, so for make that X, now the most safest one. Because likelihood is a pen you always dry. Where don't make X, for let go show back by the other one, no go easy. Because when they fall, and they fall and too hard, you just fall and lightly no more. So you need to wait because they be fine. So if we are prepared, like we don't begin talk about this, so we don't come together or begin work on this. These are the nitty-gritty work where very important. Maybe some 2-3 people, them stakeholders, they will look come up, no, say, oh, just go show this someone. So no. Before make sure say we set a target for we say we don't want now any districts we will go up to 50 employed votes. This nothing way before say them people in there would they go like what is someone for lampos for make X. If you learn and good, eventually go sabi. But it takes time for they build up us the confidence. Sure. So the work all you have to begin them as early as possible. And with the upsell with the APC party, they had the numerous meetings them within a week or so, they will not get a team. That team they go get another team. We will expand downwards. Get people, as many people who are involved in the system as possible. Not say no, that we tell them how they go do this. Okay, no. If it's possible, they get 100 people, get 100 people. As far as they 100 people and they are committed, they want to help you for the job, many can no more. So that we're able to reach as many people as possible. Focusing first on your area. Let's spread out all of us in the country so with potential voters there. That is very important for the way to do them, because that could be a make or break process for this electioneering process. Like what you say, that statistics is completely right. Most of the time, on the outside there, we get plenty void votes. And again, to be honest with you, This is not the fault of the people who vote, who get the vote. So no, because the people are determined, they go to the line for hours for votes. Now we don't fault, we the people we're supposed for helping people who don't help them, including with the political parties, them, the civil societies, them, the ECSL, and so many other bodies, them. Now then responsibility. So whenever people can get votes, we say for check we say we not do a good job enough. But I believe say this time with determination and foresight, and then communication apparatus that will not get elected today. We tell God thank you that we get them and we platform them. We tell them all thank you. I believe say we are in a better position for getting rid of them problems they are.
So
and it's all now up to us, down to us. For Lord do the needful.
You saying that Superman, thank you very much. But you know, if you say like how they say it's such a big task, you know, we you know, it's such a big task for not be able to produce them people and they forgo and train all them people and they, you know, you see and say it's feasible from now till June because the election is just around the corner. You feel say we're able to do one with the help of the diaspora, or if feasible for, you know, the manpower needed, you feel so we're able to produce that from now to June?
Yes, thank you, Patia. I don't think so. I think so. We'll get enough manpower. And again, this is why I say, now we encourage young people where not be win position at lower level elections because they all have a role to play. This not a thing where go say, oh no, now we no more than we this, now we no more they go do this. No, get the other people involved, encourage them. Because there are many people who are concerned about the electioneering process now in country, more than the APC party. I just come on at all people they say, well, when I give you goal for play, what you for do? When I tell you what you for do, these are people pleading to us. So we say, when I what you for do? When I give you goal, let us say, who say what help? Who say what do something? So we, the party, more about the new executive we don't get, they should just reach out. Then people they are ready for play so many roles. Anytime I go, people they say, what do we do? When I just tell you no more, we're ready. No, they're not doing nothing. We're ready for sacrifice with time. So then people they don't make use of them. Now we train them. ASAP. Now we begin doing NCR. So these voter sensitization, make sure say they know all the here. So by the time they near, because ECSL get for do your own sensitization, but we're not going for depend on them. Because the always sensitization they can do. Now that normal one more like you just put two together advert them where really get two together and build them. That is not always penetrating through. Now we take come upon we serve this trip say we as a political party. Now we will get a lot for lose. The people them depend on we for liberate that country from the shambolic economic state where they so they like today. So let me and you, we the APC people now with nothing, now if we like the diaspora, everywhere also we did. Now we say, okay, now we go help people. Now we set teams them. Now we set to set target by districts. Say these 20 people. Now then they take care of Cambia district. These 30 people. Now then they take care of Poloko district. We spread we say all about the country, I believe so will make massive difference. And with the local people them as well. Where if we now 30 now, we will put another 50 or 100 people.
Yeah.
I believe within a week or two will make a big impact.
Thank you very much, Supermed. Yeah.
I did see suggestions them in the chat room. Very, very good one them. Sweet Bonita also mentioned us to say the diasporans, they're ready to volunteer massively, you know, for become station managers them. We get Mr. Molai and Bruce, chairman for Greece himself. We apologize for coming late. Mr. Senior Comrade, Mr. Israel Ocheke, Papa, the senior. Himself say, we forgive each station manager body camera for monitor. Look how we get them police them. Now also order security, then traffic marshal them. Now then get that body camera within they attached on the body. For anything we then do, anything we then face is on the record. You know, so these are things where if ECSL could agree, with all of them thing there. So, not transparency now what they look for. So in case of any evidence, we get first time evidence, we get first time real acts of waiting they happen in front of we. Not to wait you to go report someone, because when you go say go report something, it kind of like they will take your word for it, or somebody will go against them. You go be word against the person in word. But in the area of Usa, you get body cameras, them it's quite easy now forget. It's quite easy for attach to yourself. And if that is allowed, I think the way worth for begin to look at, and so real-time evidence, yes, indeed. So I mean, nothing that we would need, and I think it would be very important for we would put that across to the people.
Yeah, I think like I said, I think that's something what we need for take forward to be to the APC party as a whole. Now, suggestion anyway, we need for write up, put it into process and put it into practice. Really, that's supposed to be part of the content. The agenda strategy meeting, things like that. They supposed for come up in the agenda meeting. Because like Supermed say, this time around it has to be different and it's got to be different. We can't be complacent, and we can't just say, oh, Lord, see them, because they're going to do things to intimidate us. So if we buy into that, then therefore that's the election gone, really, because intimidation process is definitely part of the agenda for SLPP. So I think the APC party should be steady for us, and ready for defend anything, with whatever we get. And video camera, that's a starter, really.
Indeed. Well, I think the viewers the suggestions that we didn't come up with, Mr. Ambrose, is your Papa and Star Pitori. I'm not sure who that is. Arun Kumara.
We got Mixer online as well. Greetings to all.
Okay, we get the Sweet Bonita. The Freetown Adama Mambu. My favorite name. My favorite viewer in this platform. We get Arun, yes. Yeah. So I think we come to the close of this now, and so Fatia and Supermed, I think we'll now go do the final one, but I want left a small question. We will go carry on with one question. APC running mates. Abideri Adebayo talk say when it comes to the flag bearer, APC not a problem with the flag bearer.
Yeah.
Biggest problem with APC get now the running mates. And now I don't begin understand what that body be the talk. Now people let me blame former leader and chairman Dr. Anis by Kroma. Baku blame. And when person is blessed with wisdom, the man see do is set much. The one that will be the yap, and let's go maga for gap and talk, and let's go maga for do this, and let's go maga for make so, and let's go. Now the wisdom of that quiet, that tight lips, we don't begin see. Some people don't begin confess now. That's what you need to talk before, Allah before, and rubbish. Today, some man just they can call name for Dr. Samura. Say that this is Dr. Samura for pick, that this Dr. Samura for call, that Dandy Dr. Samura for be the only mate. Now this was can we APC just keep quiet and wait and trust the process? And allow me for rule. Allow me to rule. We own small party who don't get they are big. You don't say when I did a cut that they get going. But it is very, very important. We have a problem right now. Everybody wants a young candidate. But this is sad, Let we keep quiet. Let we pull more today. Let we left the process for let go ahead. Or let we put with more today. Let left this as we go now. Supermed and Fatia.
This is not fun program, you know, not so just it's politics, but we also have a great banter, you know, backstage and front stage. So hence the reason I'm laughing and Owaka, so they laugh as well. Yeah, Supermed, it's over to you. You want just you know, just give throw you 2 pence into what's in Owaka, so just say please.
Yes, I mean, people can come give their own opinion and say, okay, now this, now that, now this, now that. But I believe, say, the flag bearer elect and the party will get for look at who that will add value to the ticket. And that is important. It is not just one thing where we for also they avoid where people like you say, don't forget old but full. It is very important. So telling they, I believe say people they talk. It frustrating, but also some 2-3 talk they full over they talk. The one the way they listen, they pick one sense come out they. And so telling they want one sense, then they can make all the difference what you need. It is very important in terms of flag bearer, I mean running mates, for make you know say the post how they choose, if they add value will not be done day. Not a person way, if they or not they that same thing that they already, if they add value will not be done day. It's very important. And I believe say Dr. Samura Kamara, the president awaiting, the man with vast experience. I believe say they taking time for make sure say it get this critical decision right. Because not for like I say for the APC party no for Sierra Leone. Who that go maximize with chances for make a win? Because we don't see 2-3 people they put in certain positions. And then they take 1 day, 2 days safe. We don't begin to see the lapses. So who are these people who got leadership quality, leadership attributes? And not all leadership attributes now much no more. You know, people like you say battle tested. Most we don't do and whether exhibit their leadership attributes. Very important.
Yeah. But you know, women get coming back to what Owaka say last week or 2 weeks before, I can't really think right now. Women get IB as well, IB Barry. We did mention we just kind of like touch on the, you know, the vice, you know, the running mate. It basically kind of steer us away from that, saying us into it and get for deliberate, considering different factors, you know, then get for looking to different things before, you know, that then we'll make that decision day. Because we kind of like suggest few names, but it basically dissuade us completely. Say, you know, there should be any names, calling or whatever, nobody for putting them into the hat. It's something got to be debated widely. There's lots of factors got to think about. If you everybody getting candidates where they want for this running mate, I personally want a female. You probably want somebody else. So if you say it rightful or not debater at this level or any level,
No, we talk about time. You know, democracy, communication there for day, not a secret society.
Yes.
Communication for the people, even if you tell people men are not talk about that, then go talk about them anyway.
Yeah.
That is all good. As far as we talk about them in a civil manner, where we all respect, say, there has to be one person. So if you put 10 names out there, maybe now one person here for be successful. Now one person here for choose. So we get for understand, say, the people or the person the flag bearer elects get for look at many factors. It is not just sentimental factors. At many factors will go be beneficial to the ticket as we are facing a very critical and pivotal elections for the survival of our country. So yes, I can say, oh, I let Fatia be one inmate. Because maybe I like you, I think, oh, this. But that sentiment has to be taken out of the question. People don't go to choose, go take it, well, what if Fatia go bring calm at the table? We're not already done at the table. We go help for make sure we maximize the chances for win. I think that those sorts of questions are very much important. And I believe say the flag bearer elects, the NAC body elects, the national executive, so many other advisors are thinking about this.
Okay.
They make sure say they look, so putting names out there, it's all fine. Because now a democratic process where you're not going to dissuade people from. Because if
yeah, but
say, oh,
that's true, but Superman, you know, if you say about with a bill like false hope, if we build this process up, they build this process to a degree, so people that envisage say so and so is going to win, and all of a sudden you crash down. So you know, if you say they give people false hope by hyping it up and up and up.
Well, unfortunately, as far as they not choose the running mates yet, that we continue. In politics, we all not stand for positioning. Over the weeks and months, all the waits before the elections, people hype it all over the place. At the end of the day, some of us, we are upside dash because we not win. But again, that is to be expected. Una 4, una 5, una 2, una 10. One person get for be successful. We don't see now we flag bearer elections. It's been over months, over years. People have the campaign for this flag bearership over years. At the end of the day, it's one person where emerge victorious. But that is the political process. That is electioneering, then a democracy. You see, so that got to be expected. Say yes. Some people don't get for win. And more like this, not to vote and get for votes. Now people are they give their own names say out there, give their own opinion, give their idea. So why make them for choose this? Why make them for choose that? Well, the person for choose in collaboration with the party will have to look at all of these factors. And then go say, well, that Mr. X or Mr. Y or Mr. Z will feel say, not the most suitable candidates as an advice to the flag bearer. Because at the end of the day, we are in this to win. It's about winning elections. We as a political party, we business now for win elections.
Yeah.
So if we never get somebody, we never just get somebody because I like this person or we like that person. But we not go help people for make sure say it maximize with chances and for win the elections. So I believe say throughout these few days will not take place. The party don't ponder on them, they don't think on them. And there are people there when we think say, Mr. think say, I get a name where I go say this person, because of his attribute, because of his character, because of the fact of his experience, this person will be a better person for win these elections. And I'm not shy to say it.
Yeah, and I can ask you that question, say, who do you want to see to be the running mate?
For me,
yes.
I'm not saying this because I sabi the person I'm a party or not. Oh, I'm saying it because I feel say this person will add immense value to the running mate business, to the ticket, where they maximize the chance for win.
Okay.
Because of his character, because of what he don't do. And this person, no other person, other than the leader of the APC in the parliament, when the Honorable Chairman Maju Ramadan Ba, where people call Cherry Coco, I've got no business with this person. Okay. But this is a person where he don't already show the attributes of a leader. And one of the key attributes of a leader, now somebody where they stick in neck na the line for the people the way they lead. We don't see this man, they don't even fire him with an rubber bullet. We don't see the kind of challenges, the kind of intimidation, harassment when this man don't face. Where they lead the APC parliamentary caucus in parliament. Don't forget to get nearly 59 members of parliament. For lead them on a day in opposition. Nearly the 5 years, then they can do so. It's an Herculean tax. Because the members of parliament here, so they all get a different interests.
Yeah.
And the ruling party would therefore enter them in all ways and forms. But this man don't manage to keep this caucus together. I think this is the first in his history where it happen in our country. With all the challenges, don't show say this person get good leadership attributes.
Now,
and also, there's so many things where I go say about this person. And I'm not speaking on his behalf. And I speak generally looking at the people where they out there. The people where I feel say there could be potential running mates. Where I don't look, where I don't dissect, where I don't analyze and critically evaluate what they will bring come to the ticket. I'm left with no option. Even though it's the time, let me let this pause itself. I'm left with no option for say, Colonel Maju Ramadan Bar is the most suitable candidate at the minute.
Yeah.
It's not that the other candidates are not to find candidates them.
Yeah.
The other candidates are probably not finding candidates as well. But strategically, when you look all around the other team them, the contributing factors them. I can say this out loud.
Yeah.
And I've said it out loud.
Yeah.
Say, to me, I feel say this person, nothing for be the running mate.
Okay. Well, me particularly, myself get my own favorite. Obviously, women make better politician, make better politics. So I go like for see Yvonne, if possible. Definitely, because like I say, women make better politician and make better politics. So if, instead of you get the experience, she's internationally known, she's capable, very outspoken, very articulate, and extremely clever. So I think Yvonne will make a great running mate. And also it will boost big women as well. I think that we can do it. Because to be quite honest, for the last 59 years or so, we not ever get any higher, the highest position in a presidential office, which can be a vice or a president. We not ever reach that standard. So I think this will set a precedent. This will empower and this will encourage most of us to aim and trying to break the glass ceiling. So I think if Yvonne, they could choose Yvonne, I think that would make most people like me happy. And also empower most of us, female, women in general, feminists all around, to make sure we aim higher. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, it's 9 o'clock now. We're going to bring this to a close. I just want to say thank you very much to my guest today, Lawyer Ahmed Sise, who has gave us about an hour and a half of his time, but as now all know he's a very busy gentleman. And also Supermed for always showing up, smiling, giving us your very, very good explanation. You're well knowledgeable in this field. So once again, thank you very much. We can call you at any time, last minute, the 11th hour. You're always there to support your great comrade, great APC. So we thank you so much, Supermed. We're very, very happy you're here today with us. And also want to say thank you very much to all the viewers online, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Thank you so much, people, for watching us, joining us every Sunday. So next Sunday, you will get your beautiful lady back. Sweet Bonita will be back here next Sunday and the Sunday after. So I know most of you have missed her. You've been asking about her. But like Owankasu says, she's been very busy doing some background work for us, as we all know. She's a great politician. So she'll be here next week again, and you can welcome her. And also, Mixer, we miss you today. I can see you on the viewer list. So thank you as well, Mixer. We miss you. So hopefully next week you will be here as well. Thank you very much for watching. Please, like we said earlier on, continue sharing the live. The conversation doesn't stop when we switch the TV off. The conversation continues. So please, comrade, friends, family, share the live. The more people watch us, the more view we get, and the more the message will go out. Also, please tell your friend and a friend and another friend to vote for the APC. Like I always say, if you want change, you want stability, you want freedom of speech, you want light, you want food, you want water, and basically you want enjoyment, please vote for the APC party on the 24th of June, 2023. It's only APC who will go na then kind of power than they, particularly freedom of speech. Well, most of we na the diaspora value so much. And we don't say most of that now Sierra Leone, Freetown in particular, not get a power day. Well, you did for the last 10 years, but the last 5 years you haven't. So the only way on are able for make change to have everything you have during the Anes Bichroma 10 years of reign is by bringing APC back, and you will get more. With Dr. Samura Kamara, he's a visionary, he's well experienced, he's been around, he's seen it all, he's done it all, and he knows how to implement change. Please, ladies and gentlemen, comrades all, vote for the APC on the 2023 election on June 24th. Thank you very much for watching. We are almost grateful as always, and we love you and we leave you and we see you all next week. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Tell say Alakino de Rulia.
Tell say Alakino de Rulia.
Bestie, listen me now. Why for? If I go, mother for go. 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 Tell say Alakino de Rulia.
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 If I go, mother for go. 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 It's just a lie, no more Paris. Free education, la. Long bridge, la. All the people them die. You go McKinney, they kill it. Padem Barrow, they kill it. Tombo Sef, they kill it. Then go Lonsar, they kill it. Freetown Sef, now the one side way they kill. If I go, mother for go. If I go, mother for go. If I go, mother for go. Tell say Alakino de Rulia.
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 If I go, mother for go. 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 Kaimati kololo, kaimati ati kololo, kaimati kololo, kaimati ati kololo, kaimati kololo, kaimati ati kololo, kaimati kololo, kaimati ati kololo.
Mother for go. Mother for go. Mother for go. Mother for go. Mother for go.
Tell say Alakino de Rulia.
Tell say Alakino de Rulia.
Tell say Alakino de Rulia.
Tell say Alakino de Rulia.